Oh. Well, good morning, councillors and members of the public and members of staff. Declare the meeting open. Right. Apologies. None? All present and correct. Very good. Declaration of interest. Any changes to that? Thank you. Move on to the minutes of Infrastructure Services Committee meeting held on June 2021.
Yes, I will move the minutes and the recommendations enclosed within.
I'll second that, Your Worship.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion, questions? Put it to the vote. All in favour say aye.
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 Against carried. Minutes of the Infrastructural Services Committee held on the 1st of June 2021.
You just move those.
Your Worship, you just
move
those
those
minutes.
Oh, moved that the, sorry about that, there's quite a lot happening at the moment. That the recommendations from the Infrastructural Services Committee meeting held on the 1st of June 2021 be confirmed.
Your Worship, I have moved those recommendations to Council.
That's 7.2. Which ones are those, please? Down to public excluded. Oh.
Your Worship, I'm happy to move that we go into public excluded session with the exception of Mr Mackenzie and Mr Grant.
I second that, Your Worship.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion, questions? Put it to the vote.
No, yes, Your Worship.
Sorry. Councillor Clark.
On the issue of moving into public excluded, I have some reservations about why we would take a decision about a commercial property into public exclusion. I feel it should be in an open session. Just wanted to express that.
Okay. Any further questions or discussion on that? I guess it's an amendment, is it? Councillor Clark, are you moving an amendment?
Yes, I'll move an amendment that stays in an open session.
Move on to the amendment then. Anyone wish to speak to that? Put it to the vote. All in favour.
Your Worship,
say
there
aye.
is no
a
seconder
Oh.
for the amendment, Your Worship. You haven't asked for a seconder for the amendment.
Oh, seconder for the amendment. It lapsed for want of a seconder then, I guess. So we're back to the original motion. Any further discussion on that? I'll put it to the vote. All in favour say aye.
Aye.
Against carried.
I'd like it recorded as opposed to, Your Worship.
Thank you. Any other councillor wish to have their vote recorded? Thank you. Move on to the original submission. That the public be excluded. Put it to the vote. All in favour say aye. Against. I don't know
Your
what that
Worship,
is.
you've already taken that vote.
We have already voted on that, Your Worship.
General subject of such a matter be consented. So you want to go into just back to the original agenda? Is that what people are voting for?
Your Worship, we have already voted to go into public excluded, and that is why Councillor Clark asked for his opposition to be recorded, because the vote was taken.
Can you help us out on that?
So we just move into publicly excluded. Yeah. It's been approved.
Well, apparently it's been passed that
Yep.
the public be excluded. So thanks very much for your presence, everyone.
Just a point of order, Your Worship, aren't we now reading out the reasons for the public exclusion to conform with requests from OIA and, yeah, or an audit? That's what everyone's doing.
I think if it's voted for and there's no vote against, I have a feeling we go back to the original motion.
Respectfully, Your Worship, the vote has been cast that we do go into public excluded, and it resulted in the motion passing. The reasons for that, for us to go into public excluded at this time, was so that the committee could carry on without prejudice or disadvantage any negotiations, including commercial and industrial negotiations. And that is the case at which this council is now resolved to do. So it would now be appropriate for you to request that the public take leave so that we can conduct that business.
Yes, I thought that's where we're at. Yeah. Anyone else want to put their name down? I'll put it to the vote. Oh, it's been voted on. Oh, well, thank you very much for your presence, everyone, members of the public.